Okay, I'm doing one take. If somebody knocks on the door, if I have to go pee, we're just gonna send it. We're gonna roll with it. No editing. Let's go. Let's talk about what it's been like for me to continue building my business from West Africa. Currently, I am living, for those that do not know, I'm currently living, it is 2024. The month is March, and I'm living in a country called Sierra Leone. I live in a city called Freetown. It's the capital city of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is in West Africa, and for those that don't know, Africa is not a country, it is a continent, okay? And you think I'm joking, but that is what a lot of people believe. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell you guys very candidly what it's been like, the good and the bad, why I did it, just a few things like that. I think it would be really insightful. I think for some of you that have maybe some, similar goals, maybe not to come to a country like Sierra Leone, but maybe just to travel, maybe to move to a new spot, maybe to see something different. I think it will give you some insight, okay? And so I want to start by saying that when I first got into online business, specifically the rank and rent business and digital real estate, one of the biggest things, apart from obviously just the financial freedom, is I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to be able to have location freedom. My previous job, I was selling door to door. I was literally going door to door in Alabama and Arkansas in the summer, knocking on doors, asking people to buy a security system. And the job taught me a lot. It was great, but it was very, very, very difficult. And this idea that I could make money from anywhere was just like enamoring to me. And this is back in 2015, 16, when not everyone was making money online like they are now. So one of the biggest things was this idea that I'd be able to travel. And I remember specifically thinking how cool it would be to be able to go all over the world, still make money. All I needed was a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, whatever. It just seemed like this fake idea. And for me, I do like trust me guys, I like going to a nice beach in Mexico. I like going to the Caribbean. But I spent some time in this country, in this part of the world, as a volunteer missionary, 10, 12 years ago. And it's always been this little itch of mine to get back here. And I don't really know why, but it was just this idea, and it sounded crazy, and I never thought I'd be able to convince my family, my wife and kids to do it. So I never really pushed it, and I never was really in a spot where I felt like I could. But long story short, I've been doing sales for a while, and I put on the biggest sale of my life and was able to pull it off. And so we ended up moving the 3 kids over here. We put them in a local school. It's an international school. Oh, there's my guy. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring you with me. I told you I'm not recording this. Give me a second. Let me get the key. We had a clutch that went out. Okay. Coming. Sule. Yeah. Adekan. Nah, I didn't record video. I didn't plan record, but can't inside no. You can't inside the video, huh? See, now my brother Sule. Yeah. This man is Sabi driver. Sule, now I just pinned this thing. I know they stopped the video. So I'm also for you. Or he show you the price?
They are selling 47.5 for the clutch.
So
send the message, you wait contact and show the price. I send the message na the group.
Okay, so you want to pay for 110?
Well, if you are Indian the money, you got about Sabia. So you know what's the way the guy did. If you get the money in your life, if you say you pull out first.
Or where you done at the young. Anyone? Like where you don't make a loan?
No, possible. We don't say that for buy.
Okay, so but you know they buy today.
Today not possible.
So Pastor, so what
today they go start the work, then tomorrow night go for completer.
Okay, so but he will buy on tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about I will give you money for the transportation for the Okada.
Okay.
Where you come and where you go. And tomorrow morning I go left the money 12. To the man, my garage.
In the you sabi
no, who say it?
I will see. Oh.
And I did go.
I will do that. So yeah, I think especially to keep the boat guys safe. And I will see what they go punya ni ada patut harus.
Okay, wait. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. That is a prime example of one of the challenges of living here and building a business. I really would have liked to just have everybody catch that entire interaction, but it took too long. We had a clutch go out in one of the cars that we purchased, and it is a whole ordeal. It's not as easy as taking it to your local Jiffy Lube and getting it fixed. It's checking prices. It's making sure that the parts are actually real parts. It's making sure that, and it's all cash, and it's an entire thing. But anyway, there you have it. That's one of the challenges. But I really can't remember where I was at. The long story short is we decided to move here, location freedom, and honestly, one of the thoughts was like, why not? Right? People would ask us, why would you do that? What you live in the U.S., you have a really good setup. It's not like we're trying to run from anything. It's not like we were unhappy. We have a beautiful city. We live in a beautiful home. We drive, the vehicles we want to drive. We have a really good setup, but we decided we wanted to try this and we wanted to give the kids an experience. And again, why not? That was really the question. So what's it like? What are some of the challenges? What are some of the things I like about it, etc.? So let me start with the challenges. Challenges, number one is doing anything seems to be difficult, okay? The simplest of tasks take time, and they take planning, and they take energy. Let me give you an example. There's not running water at this compound, and I live in a nice compound. I have an incredible view, which I'll show you here in just a minute. There is not running water. So from time to time, we will, now I know that you're like, this isn't related to business. It is related to business because I'll be in the middle of doing stuff and I'll just, there's no water, no one can shower, no one can cook food, and we have to call the maintenance, whatever. Big trucks literally have to bring water. They pump them into these big tanks, and with gravity and everything else, boom, it pumps it into our deals. Now the water's not clean. So what do we have to do? We either have to buy these beautiful bottles of water, which we've purchased a lot of, or we ended up doing is getting one of those water jug systems where you just go and purchase them in bulk and you bring them in, and then boom, and the whole deal, okay? So I'd say the challenges are doing anything is a challenge, and doing everything is a challenge. The simplest of tasks, okay, is a challenge. I can't pay an invoice for maintenance on this car online because it's just not a thing. And I can't run a credit card because it's just not a thing. So I have to do cash, and the garage or the mechanic that I'm using is clear out a 45-minute drive, and it's who knows who, and there's no Google reviews on who these people are, and it's doing little simple things is challenging. And so I bring that up because it takes time away from the work, okay? So that'd be one of the things. The other thing has been the electricity. We don't have 24/7 electricity. However, there is a backup generator, which the compound, the owner does a really good job of trying to get that on as soon as the electricity goes out. But yeah, that's been a bit of a challenge when I'm trying to make videos, or when I'm trying to create content, or when I'm trying to go live, whatever. That's a bit of a challenge. Other than that, the only other big thing I would say is just the time zone. Which is going to be the case for anyone, not just in Africa, but in, I'm on GMT right now. And so it is a little bit challenging for me because, for example, my assistant is on PST. So at 4 o'clock, I think it is for me, it's 8 a.m. for her, which means that she either has to get up really early for us to be able to get on Zoom calls and to talk, or we just have to do Slack, throughout the late afternoon, or I have to get on Zoom calls or whatever after the kids go to sleep, 8, 9, 10, 11, which sometimes I'm out, sometimes I'm extremely tired. These are all challenges, right? But again, these are things that you would deal with even if you were in other places in the world, not just in Africa. So I would say the time zone, I would say the difficulty in doing simple tasks, electricity. Those are some of the challenges, okay? Some of the things that I really enjoy, things that are really nice about living here that have helped a lot in growing is the distractions are not there, okay? Although I have distractions and things like this, I got my guy Sule, who used to be my driver before I got my license, knocking on my door, and I have to give him cash. We have to do this. I have to text to make sure that that is a distraction. But as far as like the amount of work that I'm getting done is night and day. I don't have, all these different things I'm getting invited to, like I am back at home. Hey, come to this birthday party. We're going to Vegas this weekend, and we're doing this, and we're doing that. And like, I haven't really watched TV. We do have a TV in our living room. I haven't watched it since I got here. So it's just been really nice. I wake up in the morning. A lot of times I'll go out on this porch, this veranda, and I'll plan my day or finalize the plan I made the night before, jot some ideas down in my journal. And then during the day, I just come into my home office here, which is in my master bedroom, and I put on some focus music, and I just get to work, and I'm getting a lot of work done. And it's been nice because it's allowed me to like have a completely, when you travel different places, you see different things you just start to get a different perspective, and maybe that idea or that problem that you were trying to solve for so long, you just couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden you see it from a different perspective, and the answer just comes. I've had a lot of that. You see people doing business a certain way. You see the way people interact a certain way. You see the way people, move from here to here. And all of a sudden you see like, oh, this problem is solved by this, and they're very resourceful in this area. What if I could apply that to my business? And you just start to get all these different ideas, and you start to get creative, and the creative juices just start to flow. So 100%, if I were to look at it, I definitely am not going to say that there's not challenges. I'm definitely not going to say that it would be difficult to do this forever, to be full time. Now, one of the things that I did do, and I haven't even mentioned, is the internet. The internet has been phenomenal. I have an extremely great company that I'm using. A friend of mine owns this company. I have fiber. I actually have better internet here, literally in this apartment that I'm living in right now. My internet is better than my house back in the United States. It's phenomenal. I've had zero this year, since I moved here in 2024. I've had zero. I can't think of one glitch, one lag, you're slow, you're delayed. Been phenomenal. I haven't even brought it up. In fact, that's been a plus. The internet has been better than it is in the States. So you'd think that would be a challenge. Not a challenge at all. It's been awesome. Okay. But if I'm looking at this without trying to be, sugarcoating things and telling you that it's just all whatever, there are challenges. Net, this has been a phenomenal move for me personally, which in turn has been a phenomenal move for the business, because it's allowed me to clear all the distractions and focus on moving the needle and focus on doing high level things on the business, not necessarily in the business, as the cliche saying goes. And so again, I just wanted to make this video and tell you guys what it's been like. It hasn't been without its challenges. I eat the same food almost every single day. So if you're like a foodie, that would be a very big challenge for you. I do speak the local language, which helps tremendously. But everything else, you'd be surprised what you can go without. And then the basic things that I need, which for me is a gym and a place to sleep and some food and an internet connection and a great view, which I actually need to show you really quick. They're all here. So this has been phenomenal. This is what it's been like for me. I just thought this would be interesting, and for anybody out there that's living in another location that's kind of off the beaten path, I would love to hear from you and see what your experience. So let me show you guys a view really quick. Let me see if I can get this open. And then I'll end this video. Hang tight. Here we go. All right. So this is my view. Unbelievable, right? Sorry, it might be a little windy. Got this nice breeze. You can't see it actually, but out here is the ocean. So this is the ocean. Right here, just trying to get this pointed out. Let me see if I got the right thing on here. Over here is, wrong spot. This is the embassy, American Embassy, but just unbelievable out here. Unbelievable. Yeah, got people. It's crazy down here. If you can see, right over. I'm having a hard time showing you guys, but if you can see down there, these people right here are pounding these rocks. for just like, I've heard rumors it's like $1 a day. They take these big rocks here and they pound them into tiny rocks that they can use for construction material. But anyway, this is my view. This is the current setup, and I'm out.